The storm begins. The film opens in 1988 on a remote island near Alaska during a violent storm. A small research outpost detects a sudden electromagnetic surge coming from beneath the ice. Dr. Eleanor Hart, a brilliant astrophysicist, records the data before the power goes out. Moments later, a strange light erupts from the frozen sea, illuminating the sky. Her team vanishes without a trace, leaving only Eleanor's voice on a static-filled radio. Spielberg sets the tone with eerie wonder and quiet dread. Science meeting the unknown. The next generation. 35 years later, Eleanor's son, Daniel Hart, is a robotics engineer working at NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab. Haunted by his mother's disappearance, he builds machines designed to explore alien environments. He's approached by Colonel Reed, who claims to have found something under the Alaskan ice, Eleanor's last coordinates. Daniel reluctantly joins an international expedition to uncover the truth. Spielberg blends family emotion with classic adventure tension. Daniel promises himself he'll bring closure to his mother's story. The expedition north. The team arrives in Alaska amid blizzards and blinding white tundra. Among them are marine biologist Sophia Ramirez, linguist Dr. Kamal Idris, and tech specialist Rory Lee. As they set up camp, the ice rumbles beneath their feet, as if alive. Daniel finds a buried metallic structure emitting rhythmic pulses, almost like breathing. Sophia detects microorganic activity near the site, organisms older than Earth itself. The team realizes this is not a natural formation. The Lost Chamber. They uncover an enormous circular vault beneath the glacier, marked with symbols resembling constellations. Inside, frozen in time, they find remnants of Eleanor's research outpost and her glasses resting on a console. A holographic message activates, showing Eleanor warning of a visitor from beyond time. Spielberg crafts this scene with emotional weight and quiet awe. Daniel recognizes his mother's handwriting on the walls, equations describing interdimensional travel. Suddenly, the vault powers on, flooding the chamber with golden light. Contact from the ice, a low hum fills the air as the metallic structure begins transmitting signals. Kamal realizes it's not a message to Earth, but from something trapped below. Eleanor's old recordings start playing on their radios, repeating her final words. They're listening. The ice cracks violently, forcing the team to retreat. From beneath, a massive geometric object emerges, half machine, half living entity. Daniel feels an inexplicable connection to it, as if it knows who he is. The awakening. The entity, nicknamed Ariel, seems dormant, but reacts to human touch. Daniel's presence triggers an ancient sequence. The symbols around the vault begin to align with the night sky. Ariel projects visions of distant galaxies and prehistoric Earth. Sophia realizes the entity has been observing humanity for millennia. When Daniel touches its surface again, he briefly sees his mother's face inside the light. Spielberg balances spectacle with emotion, awe mixed with the ache of family loss. The message, decoded, Kamal deciphers. Ariel's signals as a mathematical language, a warning about celestial convergence. It predicts a cosmic event that could erase portions of space-time itself. Daniel believes his mother discovered this and tried to stop it. Colonel Reed, however, sees Ariel as a potential energy weapon. He orders the team to secure the site for military study. Spielberg injects moral conflict between wonder and human greed. The rift opens. A sudden aurora spreads across the sky as Ariel emits blinding beams of light. Instruments go haywire. Magnetic fields reverse. Time itself slows. Daniel sees flashes of alternate realities, versions of Earth with slight differences. Reed's men panic and fire on Ariel, triggering an energy backlash. A fissure opens in the ice, swallowing several soldiers. Eleanor's voice echoes again. "You must close the door." The mother's voice. Daniel realizes Ariel is a gateway, and his mother is trapped on the other side. He replays her final transmission, aligning it with the creature's pulse pattern. The hologram of Eleanor appears, fragmented but alive. She reveals that the convergence will happen in 72 hours, merging parallel worlds. If Ariel shuts down incorrectly, it could destroy reality entirely. Daniel vows to finish what she started. The military takeover Reed seizes control of the operation, planning to extract Ariel for weaponization. He dismisses Daniel's warnings and orders his arrest. With Sophia and Kamal's help, Daniel escapes the base and hides within the ice tunnels. They discover a secret lab Eleanor built decades ago, a mirror replica of Ariel's core. Inside, a device labeled harmonic key hums faintly with power. Daniel realizes his mother left him the means to shut the entity down safely. Countdown to convergence, strange phenomena begin worldwide. Auroras in daylight, magnetic storms, shifting tides. News broadcasts show mysterious lights appearing over cities. Kamal calculates that the convergence will begin in exactly 3 days. Ariel starts replicating energy patterns across the ice, forming dozens of smaller gateways. Spielberg builds tension through global-scale imagery, humanity on the brink of cosmic change. Daniel must choose between obeying Reed or trusting his mother's message. The betrayal Rory, frightened by the unfolding chaos, betrays Daniel to Colonel Reed. Reed's men storm the tunnels and seize the harmonic key. In the struggle, Sophia is injured, and Kamal is captured. Daniel barely escapes, carrying only a fragment of the key. He watches in horror as Reed activates Ariel's power prematurely. The sky rips open above the island. Through the light, reality bends as multiple Earths begin to overlap, cities flickering in and out of existence. A massive beam shoots from Ariel into the stratosphere, forming a gateway between universes. Daniel sees flashes of his mother, alive and reaching out to him through the vortex. He realizes she's guiding him toward the full activation sequence hidden in her notes. Spielberg fills the sequence with dazzling visuals and emotional score. Daniel decides to enter the gateway himself to find her. The other side, Daniel emerges in a breathtaking mirror world. Oceans suspended in the sky, time flowing backward. He finds Eleanor preserved within Ariel's consciousness, existing as energy. She reveals the truth. Ariel was not an invader, but a bridge built by an ancient civilization to preserve life. The convergence is a natural reset meant to renew dying worlds. But human interference turned it unstable. Eleanor begs Daniel to end the cycle, even if it means losing her forever. The sacrifice back in the real world. Reed's forces struggle to control the energy as the island disintegrates. Daniel links the harmonic key to Ariel's core from the inside. He must synchronize both realities to collapse the unstable bridge. Eleanor helps him align the frequencies, a final act of mother and son working together. As the countdown reaches 0, she smiles and fades into light. Daniel activates the shutdown. The collapse of worlds, a blinding wave of light engulfs everything. Then silence. When Daniel wakes, the island is gone, replaced by calm sea and blue sky. Rescue helicopters arrive, finding Sophia and Kamal alive on drifting ice. Ariel's remains sink beneath the waves, glowing faintly. Colonel Reed is missing, presumed dead. The convergence has been stopped, but something new has begun. The rebirth weeks later, the world begins to stabilize. New stars appear in the night sky, constellations that didn't exist before. Daniel presents his mother's recovered data to NASA, revealing proof of interdimensional life. Governments worldwide vow to restrict deep space experimentation. Sophia and Daniel grow close, bound by shared trauma and discovery. Yet Daniel can't shake the feeling that Ariel is still listening. The return signal late one night. Daniel picks up a faint transmission on Eleanor's old radio frequency. It's her voice, calm and distant. "Daniel, it's beautiful here." Static follows, then a pulse identical to Ariel's heartbeat. He realizes part of her consciousness may have survived within the energy field. He records the signal but keeps it secret from the world. The boundary between realities has not fully closed. Spielberg's signature closure. Spielberg delivers a heartwarming yet bittersweet final act. Daniel visits a memorial built on the former research site overlooking the ocean. He scatters Eleanor's old notebook pages into the wind. Children play nearby as the camera pans up to a shimmering sky. Daniel whispers, "You made first contact, Mom." A soft glow dances in the clouds, Ariel watching from beyond. Post-credits scene. In a distant desert, a group of scientists uncovers a buried fragment of metal. It pulses faintly with the same rhythmic energy as Ariel. Their instruments detect coordinates, not for Earth, but for another universe. A child looks up at the stars as the light pattern forms Eleanor's face for a brief moment. Title fades in slowly. Directed by Steven Spielberg, the sound of a heartbeat echoes, then silence.